Hey, my cat loving community. We are back with 19 Cats and Counting. And on this episode, we're going to talk about a number that bothers me 134,400. That's the number of cats that get sent to U.S. shelters every single year for behavior problems. And behaviorists are working on doing something about that, which is why we have Pam Webster on today. And we will get into that as soon as we get back from this commercial break. Hey everybody, welcome back to 19 Cats and Counting. I am your co-host, Linda Hall, and my BFF
Hello.
and cat lady extraordinaire, Rita Reimers.
For those of you keeping score, yes, we are back to 19 cats. We had a
She
phone
can't help
call.
it.
Well, we had a call on the behavior line, and somebody local here, 15-year-old diabetic cat. The owner has his own medical issues, plus he's got 6 children, another one on the way, 2 dogs, blah, blah. Felt he couldn't take care of her anymore. And if they didn't find a solution, his best friend actually contacted us. They were going to send this little lady to the shelter, which we know what happens to older and ill cats. She would have not made it. So she's here. She's been here since Saturday afternoon. I got kisses today. She actually came up on my chest. She's eating really well. I suspect her insulin needs to increase a little bit. She's peeing quite a lot, which is a sign of diabetes. So she'll be going to see my awesome vet, Dr. Glenn, sometime
Dr. Glenn.
Okay. Da-da-da.
You didn't tell us Kitty's name?
Oh, her name's Mimi. She's a little cat, like my sweetie pie. She's a tiny little cat. She's feisty. She's not real skinny like the older cats get. She's got pretty good meat on her bones. She's a little black and white tuxie.
Yeah, we love those tuxies.
Yeah, kind of reminds me
Yes.
of in your Warren.
This is probably something we should warn Pam about when you get well known. Everybody wants to give you their cats.
Yes.
Should we bring Pam in on this conversation?
Well, Pam volunteers at a rescue right now. So let's go to Pam and let's
Yes.
go on the road.
Hi, Pam.
Welcome
Thank
to
you
19
so
Cats
much.
and Counting.
Yes, thank you for joining us.
Yes, thank you for having me.
Yes. So you volunteer for a rescue. What rescue? Let's give a shout out. Who you volunteer for?
I volunteer for Kitty Crusade here in Utah.
Aw.
Hi.
Aw, that's awesome.
So what do you do there? Do you give the kitties love? Do you help with adoptions? What do you do?
I haven't been there for any of the adoptions yet, but right now I'm still working on training them to get used to being able to have a good home,
Awesome.
just like
Yes.
we go to school.
Right.
Yes.
Hi.
Socialization is very important.
It's
Yes,
everything. It's everything. Because if people
Yes.
have a cat that's not socialized, not a lot of people have the patience to do it or know how to do it.
Yeah.
No
Yeah.
kidding. Yes. So that number I mentioned, 134,400, it is emblazoned in my brain. These are just the cats. It's not the total cats surrendered. We're used to talking about that. These are just the cats surrendered to U.S. shelters in 1 year's time on average for behavior problems.
That doesn't count the ones that get kicked out or
Or
go
sent to a private rescue. Private rescues are not
rescue,
included
like
in
mine.
this. Yes, exactly. Yes. So
Hi, Dexter.
that's a lot. And hi,
Dexter showed
Dexter.
up on my porch one day, so of course he's
On the deck. Thus, Dexter. I said, oh, I've got the
DECKS.
name.
Anyway,
It's the only
back
one of your
to
cats
Pam.
I got to name. But yeah, so, Rita and I try to do our part. We do behavior counseling, but yeah, we can't alone take care of the people who are working to keep their cats in their home, let alone that 134,400. So we need more behaviorists.
Yes.
And it just so happens Pam did something we did. What'd you do, Pam?
I went to the Animal Behavior College and certified in the cat training course.
Woohoo.
Yes.
What motivated
Yay.
you to do that, Pam?
Well, I used to be a vet tech, and
Oh.
I always preferred the cat side. And they did a course while we were in that it was a behavior course, and I really got into it. And this was 20 years ago, but still.
Yeah. Well, sometimes things sit on the back burner till we can get to them. We all know how that is.
Oh,
But
yeah.
yeah. But So you got, and I'm the same. That's how I got into it. I just geeked out, spending time with Rita, staying in her home, which is really fun with 19 cats. And so, no, I mean, really fun. Like, I love it. Like, it's like a cat
be here
cafe.
in a few weeks. She feels like she's going on vacation.
I can't wait. I can't wait. I sleep on the couch no matter what. My daughter is now sleeping in the guest room when we go together, but I wouldn't take the guest room. I want to sleep on the couch where all the cats lay on me. So it's like cat cafe, right? Only you get to stay there. But
I could charge for this.
I've told you this, but not me. I get the friends and family discount.
We'll talk about that.
Ah! I'm not fond of that answer. I hear you.
Feeding these cats.
It's true story. True story.
Well, you have 11, so you know. But anyway,
yeah.
You have any cats of your own, Pam?
I do. I have 2 of them.
Yay! Tell us about
Too lightweight. Just kidding.
I have a Maine Coon who we think is 11 because we're not sure. He came to us from my husband's nephew, and so we don't know exactly how old he is. But yep,
love Maine Coons. I had
love
one,
Maine
but
Coons.
She passed away a couple of years ago.
And then we also have a domestic short hair orange tabby that we adopted 7 months ago from PetSmart.
Oh.
She's got an orangey. Is it a boy or girl?
Hey. So you've just been through your own cat integration. How did that go?
Well, I really didn't even need to do a slow introduction at all.
Sometimes we're lucky.
Here and there, but they're best friends.
Oh,
that's wonderful. That's wonderful. My phone is actually going off. I forgot to shut it off. Oops. Ignore that. Ignore that sound.
Yeah, like I said, we're whatever happens. We were on a podcast one day, and was it your husband that snuck in real quiet? He
had gotten home from work and he needed pants to change into. So he's crawling, trying to do, I think it was a behavior session. So he's crawling and like no one could see, right? He's like crawling through there. And yeah, you could see him. And I told the people, when we send you this video, you need to play that back because it was great entertainment value.
I missed it when I had to go play it back.
Did you go play it back? Yeah, it was great. Well, when you do these things from home, this is what you got. Yeah. But yes.
As you notice, Linda and I go down rabbit holes quite a bit. So
all the time.
So we got to get back on. Yeah,
what was in that behavior? Like my aha moment, and I could actually get emotional about this, was the first time Rita taught me the slow blink. Because, you live with your cats, and it's almost like living with someone from another country, or, I've often likened it to a nonverbal autistic child. They're so smart, but they can't communicate it to you, and the measures we go to get that communication going. When she told me that, and then the first time one of my cats said, "I love you," and I said it back, it was like this, I don't know, my heart exploded, and I thought, oh, this is my jam. I need more. And I would watch her, and she'd be like, oh, that one's getting irritated. Well, how do you know that? And I learned about body language and communication. So what was it in that behavior session that you saw that struck you up? What was your moment?
The course, not the session, right?
Yes, yeah.
Well, honestly, a lot of it was just a giant refresher course from being a vet tech, but
yes,
honestly, it all just struck home to me because it's just like I've been doing this my whole life, basically, because I've had a cat my entire life. I mean, even as a teenager, I had 20 cats.
Oh, nice.
Love it.
Add a girl. We really don't suggest those numbers. We really don't. I joke about being.
Don't try this at home.
Don't try this at home. Yeah.
Wasn't it great though, Pam, that I know for me, as I'm going through this, it validated a lot of the things I thought I knew that I really did know, but until you take a course, you're like, do I really know this?
Yeah.
Yes, I did know it.
Oh, I do.
Or I put things that I was already doing that I'd like emergency recall. I already had that. I didn't know that's what it was called, but I already had that.
Yeah.
Have you done that with your cats, Pam? Emergency recall?
Yes. There are times I just grab a bag of treats. Hey, look what I got.
Oh, that works. Yes.
We need to explain.
Yes.
So our listeners.
So emergency recall, for those who don't know, is something that you say consistently and you teach your cats to come to you for it. So like
Yeah.
Rita said, she did it by accident because every time she goes to feed them, she hits this kind of sing-songy voice in this
Something to
octave I can't reach, something to eat, and they come running to eat. So where this is valuable is, and this has been always a fear, I mean, God forbid it happen. I've lived my whole life with never having a house fire, knocking wood right now, saying a prayer.
Yeah.
But God forbid should that happen, how do you catch your cats, or or anything else that, or your cat escapes out the door. So by
Yeah.
saying this thing consistently, then they come back to you. So, if that were to happen, you have something to eat, and hopefully they all run to you, or you shake your treat bag, or
I'm
yes,
already
yes.
teaching Mimi. I'm already
You're
teaching
teaching Mimi good. You're going in every time and something to eat. Yes. We had a behavior client who placed, she was an incredibly organized woman. I mean, insanely organized, like I wish. And she played a song on her tablet every time
right,
it was
I
time
remember
to
that.
eat. So all she's got to do is hit that button, and she's got it. So
The
yeah,
only
I don't.
danger about that is what if she doesn't have the tablet with her?
Exactly, or it's not charged, or yeah, she was so just reminded me of when my kids were little and I used to play clean up, everybody, everywhere when I wanted to pick up their toys, and they thought that was really fun, right? So
Did you make that up? Because I've never heard that.
no, honey, it's a Barney song. You wouldn't know
I don't have.
unless your cats are forcing you to watch Barney, which it's just not worth.
They
It's not worth
might.
losing the brain cells, girlfriend.
I know
30
Linda's favorite, another aside, is SpongeBob SquarePants.
Oh,
Look
SpongeBob.
at that face. Yeah, I don't.
Literally.
I only have kitty children, so we only play
Thank the Lord.
Relax My Cat and
Yes.
Music for Cats by David Ty.
Yes.
And then I make them suffer through IDTV with me because I like murder
yeah.
shows. So watch out.
Yeah. Don't cross Rita. I'm telling you right now.
So
We
what
don't
did-
cross Rita.
What did you like about the course?
Oh, I think the one thing I like the best is, for one, my 13-year-old wants to do the exact same thing as me now, and so she's my friend up from school
Great.
That's amazing.
and loves
That's
it.
great.
So
Sorry, I keep itching, but I have
That's
camera
amazing.
all over me.
Oh, story of my life. Masks especially. I don't care where I put them. I can take them straight out of the wash, put them in the container, go to put them on, and they've got cat hair on
I
them.
know.
It's a magical thing.
I know.
Really not sure how, but yeah.
So you've been able to use these skills at the rescue. That's awesome. Are you looking to start doing behavior sessions like we do, just opening them up to the public, or are you going to keep with the rescues?
still not sure what I'm doing.
Understand. Well,
Yeah.
we can talk, girlfriend. We can talk.
yeah.
We'll get you filled in. But yes, I think the picture of behavior sessions that a lot of people don't understand. It's not just about my cat's peeing on the rug, right? I mean, we get those emails. My cat peed on the rug. That doesn't tell me anything, sister. My cat's fighting with it. Okay, what's happened? What changes happened? There's anxiety we have to deal with, yada yada. But then too, the family gets strained. So especially, we've had a lot of somebody's got a cat, moves in with their partner with a cat, and they're integrating them, and it is so reminiscent of marrying someone with children and blending your families.
Which Linda's
'Cause
done
then it's-
twice.
Yes, I've done twice, yes. And so, it reminds me a lot of that, and people get very stressed out. So there's like a counseling aspect, and, there's a lot. But, you've got to, and the people have to be calm because cats are so empathic that they feel the stress. So we're watching the people and trying to calm them as well as, as well as dealing with the cat's issues, which normally take a person. So it's a lot. It's a lot. What do you think is the main thing that, from what you've seen, that people just don't understand about cats?
A lot of it is the whole litter box issue.
Yeah.
Because I've even seen people at PetSmart that need some kind of cat behavior thing. I said, well, I'm the person to talk to. So
Yes.
explain to them, you do realize this is the biggest reason why they are given to shelters.
Yes.
And it's fixable.
Yes.
We
And
had
they're just
that
like,
one.
what do we do? What do we do? And I'd go into details. Oh, really? Yes.
We had that one
Yes.
couple that said they were not good at scooping the litter, and the cat was peeing outside the box. Well, hello.
You gotta
Yeah.
scoop the litter.
Yeah,
Scoop the
and
litter.
And the box needs to be big enough. And then there's the hooded, unhooded thing.
Well, and
Do
the
you?
type of litter too.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's important.
Yes. Yes.
Something
Um,
velvety.
Yeah. And I think the lids are a big problem. Now, look, I love a lidded box. Nobody
I
wants
have
to
a
walk
couple.
past and look at poop. Nobody. I hate it. But mine were all lidded. And then when my son-in-law passed away, my daughter moved back home with her 4 cats. We started having all these problems. Well, her baby, they call her their dumpster baby. She's full grown, but she's tiny because she was a stray outside
She
foraging for
didn't
food.
get enough
So
nutrition.
she
in the
just,
womb.
yeah, she just never got as big enough. But yeah, she gets bullied and picked on a lot, and she is not getting in a hooded lid because there's only one way out. And if a cat's standing in front of it, she's fried. So yes. So,
What is the biggest misconception people have about litter boxes, Pam, that you've experienced?
So far, it's been the whole fact of I need to clean it out more than just twice a week. Yeah.
Yeah. I had a cat sit client, and it was actually somebody that I know as a friend too. I'll tell you who off the air, Linda. When I was sitting her cats, three black cats, one litter box that was in the guest room bathroom in the tub. She said, "Oh, don't bother scooping it. We just dump it out once a week." She didn't even have a scoop. I had to bring a scooper because I wasn't going to do that.
Yeah.
They just, that's like going into an outhouse that's never been cleaned.
Yeah. No, thank you.
Yeah, exactly. I avoid porta potties at all
too.
costs. It's got to be a real emergency for me to use a porta potty, and I think that's what it is. Nobody wants to walk over that and smell it, and yeah, yes,
I love that commercial for Little Robot where the girl goes, "If your cat has to step on poop to go poop, you're doing it wrong," and that's the truth.
true story. Well, and then there's types of boxes like, the ones that you drop down in. I think those are the
No.
coolest things on earth because
No.
you don't have all that scatter. But if you've got a cat with any kind of arthritis, inflammation, any kind of problem, getting down and up is going to be an issue.
Well, do this. Step up, go to the beach, step on the sand, and try to launch yourself upward. It's not easy.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah. They gear things to help the people that don't actually always help the cats. And it does sound good. Sounds good to me. I don't know about you, but I'm in bare feet right now with litter stuck to the bottom of them. Guaranteed. There's litter on the bottom of my feet. There are 11 cats.
On that happy note, let's take a short pause
All right.
for a word from one of our
Pause.
awesome sponsors, and we'll be right back. Welcome back to 19 Cats and Counting. I'm Rita Reimers. With me as my co-host Linda Hall and the awesome Pam Webster, a new graduate from ABC Animal Behavior College, same place Linda and I got our cat behavior certification.
Yep.
Volunteer at rescues, helps socialize the cats, has 2 cats of her own. What is the next thing we want to talk about, Linda?
So you said you've been a cat lady like forever. Are you more cats than dogs then? Are you one of us? Are you one of us? Yeah, okay. I have a little dog, and it's so funny because I tell people all the time, we'll be talking, I'll be like, oh, I got 11 cats, and Rita will go, and a dog. Oh, yeah, the dog.
Don't
Poor
forget
dog.
the dog.
Poor dog. And I think she's incredibly confused. I don't think she's sure
She
she's
was
a
in the
dog.
litter box the other day.
She was, but just sitting there. She wasn't doing anything. Sadie, get out of the litter
The
box.
cats go in here. What am I supposed to do here?
She's getting older and I think is having a little confusion issues. But yeah, there's just something, and it's not against, when you agree, it's not against other animals. Like I love all animals. I love all animals, and I would do anything to help any animal. But cats and dogs are just so different. And we see that with people that have had dogs and now they've got a cat and they come to us with a problem and it's like, they don't get it.
Yeah.
What in your opinion, Pam, is more unique to cats that dog people just don't get?
Well, they can be a lot more loving at times, and they seem to be
True.
more emotion sensitive.
Yes, you're right.
They
Yes.
pick up on you. If your cats are like ours, I'm sure they are. When you're feeling sad or stressed, don't your cats know it?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. They were going back and forth in email, the people that were surrendering her new kitty Mimi, and they were talking about, how hard it is. It's a horrible thing to have to do. And I've got tears streaming. Next thing I know, Suber's right at my side, purring and like, it's okay, Mama, it's okay. That's the thing, there's a subtlety, I think, to cats that people don't realize, and you have to watch them and pick up on their cues. I think dogs in some respects are simpler. They're very motivated by your attention and pleasing you, and while a cat wants to please you, it won't necessarily put your needs before his own.
What's
if he's
in it for me? That's a cat.
Exactly. Yes, and isn't that the clue to cat training? I don't love the cat training. I don't love that word.
No, I don't either.
Because we're really not training the cat. We're kind of changing the cat's environment, right?
Well, to be honest, we're training the owners.
Yes.
Yep, that too. Yes.
Without telling them that's what we're doing, of course.
Yes. But if the cat is scratching the sofa, they talk about what are the two things in the book, make it less desirable and then give an alternative. So what would you do, Pam, for something like that? Yeah, so pleasing alternative. And give us an example.
Well, whenever I hear somebody is having this kind of an issue, I say, well, make sure you've got scratchers, whether you've got floor or the post kinds. I suggest always using some of the liquid catnip to entice the scratching.
Perfect.
Yes.
And if they're worried about certain pieces of furniture, I said, we'll get some of that furniture tape.
Yes.
Yeah.
I literally have sheets of it in this desk beside my yes.
We hold them up and show people.
We do, yes. Make it undesirable and then give them some place. And then I think our last client, she had scratching posts, and we said, it could be that your cat wants a flat surface. That's something they talked about in the books too. Yeah, that some cats like to scratch this way, but some cats like to scratch this way. So you have to have both alternatives and see what your cat likes. Same thing for litter boxes and everything else. It's all about what your cat wants.
Yeah.
Perhaps that's why non-cat people think we're all slaves to our cats and that our cats run the show, because they kind of do, right?
Somebody just posted that on my post about adopting Mimi, and it said something like I'm sure you'll be a good cat slave or something. I was like, yep, that's it. Yeah.
But it's true. A dog will, oh man, I don't like that food, but they'll eventually eat it. They'll get over it. The cat is not going to eat it. The cat will starve to death first. And they'll sit with their back to you and give you dirty looks like, you are
They're mad at you.
Yes, you have been shut out. You are being punished, right? I think one of the biggest things that we hear, Pam, is people saying that they think their cat peed on their bed out of spite. They think their cat is vengeful. Tell us what you know about this.
Okay. Well, we've even had this personal experience when we got the new kid 7 months ago, that we didn't have the litter to change it. And so he peed on our bed that night.
Oh, boy.
Yep.
So, okay. Well, we got to get to litter in the morning. So here we are changing the sheets at 2 o'clock in the morning. It's well, we know it's not.
In there. You sleep with me last night again.
Oh, again?
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's, maybe it's the cat is marking its territory because there's been a change. There's some stray cats outside. You brought a new cat in. Maybe the cat is nervous about something. Maybe the cat has a UTI. But trust me, the cat did not go pee on your pillow to go nanny nanny boo boo.
There's spraying and there's peeing, and spraying is more of a protecting my area, but peeing is more of a self-soothing mechanism. If they're really, he was in a new home, I was not sure what to expect.
Yeah.
They peed on your bed because he was nervous.
Yeah. You just never know. You got to get to the basis of it. And there's almost always some change that's happened. Somebody's passed, somebody's moved in, somebody's moved out. This is kind of my script when I write people back. I want to know everything. I want to know ages, genders, neutered or non-neutered.
That's a huge factor.
Yeah.
Yeah. What changes have gone on in your home? Did someone move out? Did someone move in? Did someone die? Is someone sick? Is someone stressed? Is someone upset? Yeah. Just,
Yeah.
I want to know everything. And always there's like, oh, about the time that started, blah, blah happened. Ding, ding, ding. That's why your cat's peeing on your bed.
Well,
So,
have you
yes.
also noticed, Pam, have you noticed that people that use certain types of litter tend to have this peeing issue more than others? Because I know that's something I've noticed.
Yes. And I said, well, then try a different litter.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
usually the hard, chunky crystals and things that hurt their
Yeah.
paws, and those round pellet things. I mean,
Yeah.
sure, that's a great idea, but ow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
like
tried
all
those.
I like all the environmentally friendly because I'm all about that. But there was one that somebody, a relative of mine, tried that was walnut shells, and they just weren't
Yeah.
ground up. I said, put your hand down in it. If there's any discomfort, your cat has so many sensors and nerves going to their paws. They're going to step down on that. It's going to hurt a lot worse than your hands that have been toughened over all these years, right?
Yeah.
If that feels the least bit uncomfortable to you, it's not going to work. You got to get rid of it. Yeah.
I had a client that used that stuff, and it stinks to holy you know what.
Oh, wow.
It does.
Really,
Notice that tea tree stuff that they have out too. I think that's also like a shell kind of thing. That stuff stinks too.
Yeah.
When I worry about that odor, we try to steer people. Have you seen this? We try to steer people away from scented litters.
Yes.
Yes, you've had this issue. Seen this? Yeah,
Yeah.
and I
Stay away from it. You gotta, if they don't like that smell, they're not gonna use it.
well, and can you imagine? I mean, my husband bought litter the other day, it was a couple weeks ago, and but
don't say
I'm not gonna
brands.
forgive him. No, I'm not. But it was scented, and I could, when he was pouring it in the box at the end of this bed, and I was sitting in this bed, I could smell it. So if I can smell it, a cat's
Yeah.
sense of smell is so much stronger. That's got to be. Did you ever get like stuck in some class or something next to that person who bathed in their
Yes.
perfume or cologne or something, or
Yes.
stuck on an elevator with him, and you're like. Well, this is what your cat is smelling, right? And then, heaven forbid, you have a hooded litter and it's all just hanging in there. And then they go to
And they have
scratch
to
to
eat
cover it. Yes. Then
When
they go
they
to
clean their
scratch to
paws.
cover. Yes. Oh, I didn't even think about that. Yeah, that perfume on the paws. Yeah.
That's
yeah,
why
they
when you
scratch it up.
That's why when you have little kittens, you can't use clumping litter because they'll eat it and it'll make a lump in their tummy. The older cats, it's not such a big fear, but you can't use
Yeah.
clumping with little babies.
I knew you couldn't, but I didn't realize why.
That's
Okay.
why. That's why.
Look, I learned something. I'll tell you, that's one thing Rita and I always say.
just gonna say
Anybody who tells you they know everything is a liar. Run from them because we're always learning, right? You've been a vet tech. You've got your own cats and you've had cats your whole life. You've got, you've got the shelter experience, but yet there's always something new coming around the corner.
Pam, do you have a certain aspect of cat behavior that really appeals to you? Like for me, it's multi-cats. Is there a
Right.
certain part of the cat behavior realm that you are somewhat of an expert with, or you want to bill yourself as, like me, the multi-cat expert?
Right. Well, probably a multi-cat person too, because I
Yeah.
know at least two. So,
Yeah. Well, and integrations are a big thing. The two that we get the most calls about: inappropriate urination, defecation outside the litter box, and integrations. My cat hates this other cat. Or we had a client whose mom was ill, and so she made this lovely apartment for her in her basement-ish. It's not basement-ish, but you know what I mean. It was the downstairs. It had a deck and everything, and so mom lived there with her cats. Well, mom passed away, unfortunately. So now she's got mom's cats downstairs and
We
her
gotta
cats
check on
upstairs,
her.
and they all hate each other, right? Yeah, we do. See how that's going. But, that integration is tough. And when I moved my daughter in with her 4 cats, with everything I knew about cats, I felt like I was stupid all of a sudden. That was a whole new ball game, introducing 4 to 7. And poor
Linda
Rita
thought
never got off
her
the phone.
7 were going to be perfect angels, and I went, no.
Somebody started peeing on the stove. Thank the Lord it's a flat top stove, because I can't even imagine if these would have been burners that pulled out. But we automatically assumed it was one of Nikki's 4 because, they're in a new place. They've got new cats. Until we caught it, the culprit, it was Kismet, caught him red-handed, and we were like, no! Kismet is an angel. Kismet would never. But we upset the whole dynamic in the apple cart. And
Yeah.
Kismet was rescued from a feral colony. And I think those four
Here,
cats
actually.
coming in, yeah, actually in the Carolinas, I think those four cats coming in made him kind of freak again. Like, am I back to
Yeah.
this, right? Like, am I going to get hurt? Who's going to bully me? What's going to happen? So he was in
Yeah.
bad shape when he was found. So, yeah.
Well, he's FIV also.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, which is why no one would adopt him, which is why I ended up in Ohio with a cat from North Carolina. So,
I couldn't take him. I had 20 at the time, so I kept badgering her.
yeah, she kept sending me pictures. You know, there's nothing better
Like,
than
you
getting a
only have
picture of this,
6. You
this
only have
cat with the
6.
sad eyes, and you're like, oh, man.
What would you tell somebody who's contemplating taking the ABC cat training course or any other, and is thinking about becoming a cat behaviorist? Do you have any advice for someone thinking about it?
Well, I say you never know till you try. Because I had
Yeah.
found this about a year ago, and it's just like, okay, when we get some more money, I'll do it.
Mm-hmm.
And we did.
Do you feel like
Nice.
it's like a passion or calling for you?
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, for me too.
And
Yeah.
I tell people what I do, and they're like, you do what? You do it. I need you.
Yes, yes, because, hello,
People don't know.
134,400, yes.
Exactly.
That's the problem. That's one of the reasons we wanted to have you on. We've had Steve on before, and we want to have him on again because this does exist, and we need more of us because 134,400 cats, right?
They
Plus
all know
all the others.
Jackson. They all know Jackson Galaxy, but they don't realize that there's a lot of us out there in private practice that could help them.
Yes.
Yeah.
Personally, watching Jackson's
Yes.
videos and shows, it's great, but to apply that knowledge to your personal situation, you really need somebody to tailor it for your situation, and that's where the cat behaviorist comes in.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. We need as many people out here doing this as is humanly possible so that we can keep all these cats and the families. I mean, imagine how hard it is for families to give up on this cat and surrender them. And are there children that are sitting home going, where'd Fluffy go? I mean,
I know. I wonder about Mimi because his Mimi's daddy has
oh, that's right.
children.
6 kids.
So I don't know how the kids are handling no Mimi being around, but
Yeah. Yeah.
We're-
It's a
we're
difficult
actually
thing to do.
coming up to a half hour. So Pam, I
Okay.
wanted to give you the last word. Anything that you'd like to say that we haven't covered?
Okay. Well, yeah, like I said, I don't really have much going just except for still volunteering with the rescue at the moment, but I do design some cat calming blankets for them to go home with them.
What?
So yeah. So I
Nice.
put these blankets for them, and I spray them with calming spray and say, okay, just use it as much as.
Do you have
What
a
an
website?
awesome
Do you
idea.
sell those to the public? Do you have a website?
I don't.
Well, you should. We're gonna have
You
to
need
talk about
to. We're going
Oh,
to.
you need me. Yay, someone wants me.
We're developing.
We're gonna
products
talk.
as we speak. We will talk to you off
Okay.
air about
Yes.
this, and we're going to have you back on about this.
Yes, we are. Yes. Without a doubt. I'm like, she left that nugget for the end? What's
Sat
happening?
on this for half an hour.
Pam, we need this. Yes.
Well, we're kind of Gabby. We probably intimidated her a little bit.
Us? Gabby?
I
What?
said we. Even though I mean you. I mean, I said we.
Guilty as
Well,
charged.
Pam, that's just awesome that you do that because
Yes.
people adopting a cat from a rescue or shelter, you don't really know what you're getting, and
Yeah.
to have the support from the staff is just amazing, and the volunteers, and to help them like that's again, that's a labor of love that you're doing.
Yes. That is
And-
amazing.
I go in every day to do this. So
Ugh.
my daughter
This-
goes in with me every night
Oh, I
that
love it.
we can. So, but yeah, we do it every day.
Yeah, you're
This
raising the
is
next generation
awesome.
of cat lady. See?
Yeah.
Yes. Next time we have her on, we may need to include her daughter in this. I want to hear her
Yes.
take on this and what she's doing in life.
Cool.
Yes. Yeah. We'll have to plan this at the right time. Yes. How old is she?
She's 13.
13. Okay.
Well-
My youngest is 16.
In
So,
about
yeah.
5 years, you can get her enrolled in.
Back in during the video, I was just like, hi.
Uh-huh. Exactly. Yeah. I know how that goes.
Yeah,
Believe
Cameron
me.
does that sometimes. He'll wave. At
Yeah.
us.
Yep.
Yeah, well,
Yep.
she knew that I was doing this, so she was tiptoeing in. I was just like, hi.
Well, you tell her we love her. Because anybody who's into cats is our people and our family. We're
And
all.
in about 5 years, you can enroll her at ABC, and you guys
That's
can go
right.
into business together.
She wants to do this, and she's already, like I say, she's my little apprentice, and she's already telling her friends, like, well, geez, they wouldn't run from you if you wouldn't run after them.
Love that. I love it. Oh, I hate when people do that.
Yes.
We had a behavior couple. I know we're running a little over, but we had a behavior couple on that. The guy was just following the cats. It was an integration thing. And, he's right there. Well, how are they supposed to integrate with you breathing down their neck?
Because he's scared. He's scared trouble's coming, right? And he's just shaking. He's just, his foot's plopping. And I'm like, dude. So maybe he needs one of Pam's calming blankets. Put this around your shoulder before.
I think so. I want one.
Yeah, right? That's what I'm thinking. Yes. This is
Awesome.
good.
Well, we have to
All right.
wrap it up for now. Where we
Yes.
talk to you off air a little bit. Thank you so much, Pam, for being our guest. I can't wait to see what you do with your certification in the coming years. And we'll have you on again for sure with your blankets. Linda, as always, the co-hostess with the mostest. And I'd be remiss if I didn't once again thank Mark Winter,
Yes.
our producer, owner of Pet Life Radio, who gave us this awesome spot on his channel. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Every day's Catter Day, don't forget. We'll see you next time.